Hey there friends, doing a quick video in my backyard because it just stopped raining and it feels great out here. It's usually kind of muggy out here. It feels really good. I think a front's kind of moving in. I wanted to put some stuff out. The gender pretender that shot up to school in Nashville last week was living with her parents at 28 years old. And yes, I understand things can happen to make that, but that's not typical unless you've had a tragedy in your life. And I don't mean pretending to be a gender that you're not. I'm talking about a divorce or something like that. I know that happens. Footage has come out of items that were taken, actually list of the items, but footage of the house from the raid where law enforcement went in there. And I find it interesting that we still don't have a manifesto and we still don't have, quote, a motive of what took place. First of all, this cracked me up. They say that investigators raided the Nashville house where Hale lived with her parents soon after and discovered the stockpile of arms. I guess the 7 guns that she had identified as a stockpile, because that ain't no stockpile of arms. But the list of items that they took from the home included the weapons, several journals, half dozen school yearbooks, several writings, a suicide note. They even ran across a Mossberg Model 590 shotgun. But the thing that probably perplexed me the most was the fact that we find articles out here that plainly state police have not announced a motive in the mass shooting, but believe the school was targeted as Hale was a student there at one point years ago. Okay, so they believe the school was a target, but they don't know a motive. They also say, asked whether Hale being transgender may have been a factor in the slaughter. Drake said it was under investigation. They're investigating all of the stuff they've got. They were able to get, according to this list, 7 journals, an additional journal, 11 home videos, 2 more journals, a suicide note, 3 folders, and 9 more journals that talk about school shootings and firearms courses. It would appear to me that if they have not found the motive, those things typically tell you what you're looking for. It's unlikely the suicide note says, my favorite color was blue. It's very unlikely that the suicide note says, my favorite food was sushi. They probably say, this is why I killed people at this church and why I want to die myself. The fact that we are dancing around pretending, remember we're talking about a gender pretender, so pretending is the theme here, but we're pretending that somehow we don't know why this person who was a lunatic, somehow we're not sure why. Even though she has explained it in 20-something frickin' journals, a manifesto, and a suicide note, we still don't have a motive. This is the media. This is the government. This is everybody lying to us. They don't want us to know that this person targeted Christians and children in a school that was a Christian-run school. They don't want us to know that because somehow or another this might not continue because there ain't no violence against transgender people going on. They're probably thinking they don't want it to start. So they need to come clean because they're misunderstanding and misrepresenting a certain class of people out there, meaning good moral people, and acting like they're violent. Look, you know who's killing children and innocent people right now? All you gotta do is look at the real media, not the mainstream media, but look at the real media and you will see these wackos that have gender dysphoria have a classified, legitimate mental disorder, and we are trying to normalize it. That's why they're not getting help. That's why they're killing people. That's why they're losing their minds, because you're convincing them that they're normal and they're thinking inside, I know something's wrong with me, but they're telling me I'm normal. And you were sending them down a downward spiral into deep despair, deeper depression, and causing serious problems. We need to start calling it what it is. It's a mental disorder, and help these people get the help that they need, or else they will only get worse and that suicide rate will continue to climb.
I'm sorry, I thought this was America. He's so horrible!